Feel wonderful,
Yeah,
man. Feel great.
yeah. See. I was already following you before I sent that thread out, right? But see, I didn't
Really?
know that you rap or what have you. And I noticed that other than swinging is the gateway to porn. It seems like rapping is the gateway to porn because a lot of us, was rappers before we got born.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That seems like that's like the new thing, the new norm now.
Yeah, period. I mean, shit. Cause think about it, even because I know you experienced it, to before you hit the porn. We ran to the groupies, the girls that was feeling this when we performed on stage and shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Period. I done had a couple instances with an ex and a side piece at the show.
Oh, really? Really?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. It's okay. I'll tell you the story.
Okay.
I, I don't think I ever told the smokers this story. All right. We ain't North Carolina Central. We
Okay.
was performing at I think their homecoming. And my side piece, I knew was gonna be there. I didn't know that my girl was gonna be there at the time. Also, unbeknownst to me, I didn't know that they were best friends in high school, but I get to that point in a second. So after I performed, I roll up on the side piece. I put my arm around and kissed on the cheek. That
Yeah, right.
just so happened to look to the left. I
Yeah.
see the best friend of my girlfriend, the girlfriend right on the other side. And there you go.
That is crazy. That's wild. That is wild. I hope I never have to go through nothing like that. That
Oh
make me
no,
nervous.
no, no. I was a bad boy back in the day, man. So they're
I
talking about
believe.
your music side before I even go into my particulars, man. So I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
when you start into the music, rap, hip hop, all that
Oh
shit.
man. Oh man. I say it was sixth grade, man. I was 12 going on 13. And
Mm-hmm.
I was going through a lot in my life at that time. And I kind of realized things wasn't gonna be the way I wanted it to be as far as like educational purposes and
Yeah.
finishing school the way I wanted to due to my living circumstances. So I kind of like said, you know what? Let me dedicate myself to trying to make music and stuff like that. And I was listening to Nas and all of these rappers back then, and it inspired me to pick up the pen and get a book,
Mm-hmm.
and try to write things down. And yeah, that's kind of how I started writing rhymes. And I
Mm-hmm.
would say like around 13, 14 was like my first time going to the studio. And
Mm-hmm.
I got the privilege to go to Mobb Deep studio for the first time I ever recorded in my life.
Dang,
Yeah,
dang. See,
yeah, man.
that's why I was jealous of you New York niggas. Cause see, y'all had it right there in your face.
Yeah, we
I
did.
mean, I was sorry, y'all had it right there in your face. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because I know if you in the hip hop community up there, you're gonna run into the names.
Yeah, man.
Period. Because even I remember running into Cameron back in the day, and before he even
Okay.
had Dipset, actually, yeah, ran into Dipset when they were trying to start Dipset South.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like, man, and it's like people don't realize, it's a parallel between rapping, between music and porn, because our studio is front of that camera, we fucking that broad, but before that, we was in the studio, man, and you got the headphones on, and you got that beat hitting,
Yeah. That it's funny that you mentioned that because I actually got with somebody and this lady was started, she liked my music. She was like, "Oh, I didn't know that
yeah.
you do rap." And I met her on Facebook. She
Mm-hmm.
did promotions for 730 Dip. That's Freaky Zeke and them. Freaky
Okay.
Zeke and them is actually North Carolina. They actually
Yeah,
out there in
yeah.
North Carolina. That's where he lived, him and his wife and everything. So they put me down with the promotion team, 730 Dips, and then they had me on mixtapes all through the South Carolina, North Carolina. I think it was called the Homicide Mixtape Series, all in
I
the
think I heard
South
it.
back in
Mm-hmm.
2013. back in
Oh,
2013.
I heard
Yeah.
of it. I heard of
I
it.
mean, so yeah, that's kind of I ran with them for a little bit. I met Cam and I met Jimmy back in 2003 for my
Mm-hmm.
first time. I met them at the Def Jam building. We had our little CDs and demos we was trying to push, back then. We was trying to push our demos. So
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah,
was a
that's how
beautiful
you had to.
experience.
Actually, that's how you had to get on. It wasn't no SoundCloud, no nothing. No, you had to have that CD and you passed it to them. Because I never remember. I remember when I went to the convention with Missy Elliott, and
Okay.
we had to pass. We made a press pack and all that shit.
Yeah, the EPK. Yep. Had to make the EPK
Yeah,
package. I know that.
yeah,
I remember them days.
yeah,
I
man.
remember them days. I'll
It's
never forget
like,
the days.
but see, to me, I took a break. I mean, I had stopped doing music to pursue the porn, and I got back into recording about 4 years ago and
Mm-hmm.
stuff, and it was amazing stuff that I made out of this piece because I let my old producer Twip. Shouts out to my man TWIP, Mr. Twip.
Okay.
He listened to it. He was like, "Oh shit, man, you still got it."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. My story's kind of similar from yours because a lot of my friends was getting killed. A lot of my friends was
Yeah,
dying, and I said I don't want to do this shit no more. And
yeah,
I was a family man. We always had kids and stuff, and we go our separate ways. You know what I'm saying? So I said to myself, you know what? Let me see if I could really live my dream. Because as young teenagers, we always was fascinated with porn.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I said, you know what? Let me see if I could try to live my dream. And I called somebody on the West Coast, and I reached out to him and I told him, I said, listen, I'm serious about this. I really want to do this, and I got an opportunity to do a little flick back in 2008, but that was nothing serious. But I told him that. I said, listen, I'm very serious. I actually did a flick back in 2008. Do you think it'd be possible for me to be able to get into the adult industry? And he told me, he said, yo, I got somebody in New York. That person in New York was an old school legend from the 90s. He was the first one to put the rappers and the porn stars together on the magazines. His name is Dapper Dan from Brooklyn.
Yes. Shouts out to the motherfucking legend Dapper Dan, aka publisher of Black Tales magazine. Stop
Thank
playing.
you.
I know who the fuck that nigga is.
He put me in the game. He's responsible
Yeah.
for me getting in the industry. You know what I'm saying? So he
Word.
gave me my shot. We did a gangbang scene. I knocked it out. I completed the scene, and that was how I started in this industry.
And with that being said, people, welcome to the Smokers Lounge.
Oh yeah, I ain't got no smoke on me right now. This shit's got me sick right now, man. I got no smoke. I'm watching you enjoy yourself.
Oh, you be back, nigga, so we can smoke it up.
Yeah.
So you know who I am, people. I am Kavanaugh, the Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. Y'all know what to do. Find all my links with one link, allmylinks.com/Porn Rap Star. Let me tell you about 4 wonderful sponsors that we do love and they love us back. First up, Facebook and LS community, lsworld.com. Next up, the hottest adult magazine in the game, AriseSizzleMagazine.com. And next up, for you content creators, 90% profit, no hashtag issues. For you consumers, a new place where you consume your XXX content. I'm talking about excitebunny.com. And last but not least, award-winning, award-nominated. I'm talking about with some voiceover with that smut, you feel me? And they even have a virtual reality side where you can view porn through an Oculus. I'm talking about blushrocker.com. Go check them out, give a subscription. Also, proud member of the GW District Black Podcasting Network. So go over to shopgwdistrict.com and go buy something. Also, check me out 5 days a week in the mornings at fullyswatradio.com. Also, check me out skyhawkafterdarktv.com as well as the BGP LLC app. Shout out to my man, Gerald Roberts. Yeah, you need to hit me so we can do some rapping. Now, I'm going to sit back and shut the fuck up and let this dude that can rap his ass off and can fuck his ass off introduce himself to the smokers.
Yeah, man, it's your boy Marcia Largo, aka Scorpio God, aka God Part 4. BBC B Unit is the crew. We're from Southside Jamaica, Queens. You know what I mean? Representing right now. I'm about to head back home soon, but yeah, that's what it is, baby. Salutes to everybody out there, man. Hold up.
No doubt, man. So yeah, because it was like, so people can understand the backstory of how I ran into him. I put out a thread for saying who was the rappers that I heard, understand keyword, I heard that was
Mm-hmm.
in porn,
Mm-hmm.
period. And a lot of episodes I've talked to people that they was in music before they got into this,
Yeah.
period. So I put it out there and well, I basically started a hornet's nest, and from King New York to yourself, and everyone else just started dropping their shit. And
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, Grayson, all that shit. And man, we need to do a fucking mixtape and stop playing.
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm one of them. I'm one of the most.
It's the poor community, dog.
Bruh, I'm one of the most hated and envious porn stars in this industry. I'm gonna be 100% with you. People that you might think that's cool, that might be rocking with you, they don't rock with
Yeah.
me. They don't like me. They don't rock with me one bit. You know what I'm saying? I am like the 50 Cent of porn. I am because yeah, because I'm secretly blacklisted. Secretly for no good reason, but I'm secretly blacklisted. So I'm independent. Everything I do is on my own. I've been blessed with the opportunity to be able to work with some powerful players and some real heavy hitters in this industry. And I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But that's definitely the thing with me. I got a lot of foe. I got a lot of foe. That's why when I seen that post, I'm looking at these people. I said, I got beef with 3-4 dudes on this list. I said, fuck that. I'm sending this nigga all my shit.
See people, devil's advocate.
Yo, I said, when I seen that post, I felt the way. I said, fuck that. I'm sending him my shit. I'm tired of sitting down being quiet.
but see, to me, it was really to pay homage to the motherfuckers that did what I did. And not just did what I did, but did to the level that I did. Because with King New York, when I saw your shit, you know what I'm saying? I performed in front of 10,000 people. I'm saying that nigga performing in front of 10,000. I said, oh shit, I got excited. I said, there's more of me out there. You know what I'm saying? Period.
Thank you.
And two, also that people don't realize many of us porn stars, we did things and had lives and had experiences before we got into porn, period. Which actually, kind of helped us shape the business. Because when you think, I tell anybody, music and porn is just like, it's the same blueprint, just different product. That's
Go
it.
hand in hand. Go hand in hand.
Period. So it was kind of like, and I think for us, because we were rappers, it made for an easier transition than the average motherfucker. You feel me? Speak about that.
Yeah, 100%. Me, I used to roll with a clique called G Unit Dumbouts. Rest in peace to Maserati Fox. You know what I mean? But that's kind of like how my whole music started, how we kicked off. 50 came to the hood. He picked up Mozzie, and Mozzie brought us along with him. You know what I'm saying? And we used our brain and utilized our tools and figured out ways to get deeper into the industry. So that's my origin. My origin is I come through the G Unit Dumb Out era. He actually used to live down here in North Carolina. You know what I mean? We used to always go back to Queens, North Carolina, Queens back to North Carolina. So that's really what it is. Like that's where I come from, man. I had some really great episodes in my life, man. I'm really appreciative.
Well, that's good. That's good. So when did the switch move to porn?
2018. I broke up, I broke up with my significant other at that time, my child's mom, and I just said, you know what? I'm gonna do this shit. I'm gonna find a way to launch my music career. And the porn industry is definitely going to give me the star power that I need to get there. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because I thought about it to myself. I said, I don't got $100,000. I don't got $1 million in budget money. So I have to figure out a way. I have to figure out a way to create the star power to make the people in the music industry come to me. You feel me? And I said, you know what? If I become a porn star and I could successfully do that, once I start doing the music, they're going to gravitate towards me.
Yeah.
And that's what I did.
Because it's the point where even before I did the porn, I had this thing called a BCB Street Team. Okay. And it was, that was back then where pictures was the memberships. There wasn't much video memberships either. Let's make that clear down. Okay. You feel? Okay. So it was like, and plus I was doing the music. So it was like one side was going to be music, the other side was going to be the girls, because they helped promote my music or what have you. So with porn, because one, you can put your music in the trailers. You know, period. You can have your music involved in the background of, you know what I'm saying, like when you're doing scenes, this, that, and the third, because let's keep it 100. The one thing you don't want to deal with is copyright infringement.
Yes.
What better than my own fucking songs out of this bitch? I get mad at them at YouTube when they got them demonetize my shit, and it's my shit.
Take it down. They take it right down. They strike you.
I'll be like,
I know.
So now we trying to get to the porn industry. So tell me the steps that you took to get to the porn industry, to get your first shoots, to get yourself moving.
Well, what I did was when I got invited to that gangbang, I knocked that gangbang out. And then Salute the Dapper, he hit me up. He said, "Are you going to go to Exotica?" And I said, "What's Exotica?" He said, "That's a yearly event that they have, and you should come through. Show your face, let people see who you are. You'll be able to meet new talent." And I was like, "Okay." So I got prepared for it. A month later, I got prepared for it, and I showed up for the first time. I got a chance to meet Go-Go, Stunning Summer. I mean, legends. Straight legends. And then what was so crazy, because when I was at the event, I ended up meeting what's her name? Seal Lorraine. I ended up meeting Seal Lorraine. And when I met Seal Lorraine, she asked me, she said, "What you doing tonight?" And I was like, "I'm pretty free after I got 2 shoots lined up, but I'll be free after that." She said, "Oh, you want to come and shoot with me and my friend?" I was like, "Cool." So after that, I went and I did the scene. I knocked out the threesome scene. Pussy Bandit was actually my first director. Pussy Bandit.
Shout out to Pussy Bandit.
Oh yeah, he was actually one of my first directors when I first came in the game. He shot my scene for me, so I salute him. I appreciate him for that. I met Don Prince that night. You know what I'm saying? I met a couple of stars that night. So that's kind of like how I stepped in the game. After that, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when I first came into this game, I kind of was in the state of mind of missing my ex. So my mind wasn't. Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck am I doing here? Like, I'm supposed to be a family man." You know what I'm saying? But then, as time went on, I was a little shaky when I came in. I was shaky. So when that took place, people find their ways to say things about you, or they may be like, "Oh, we don't know if this is really for you." You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I kept pushing. I wasn't getting no bookings on the East Coast. New York wasn't rocking with me. Nobody on the Eastern Seaboard was dealing with me. So I had to go to the West Coast to get booked. I had to go to the West Coast. I ended up meeting up with.
So the route you was taking was pretty much, at first, you was male talent. You was getting paid gigs, getting booked, and all that good stuff. So my smokers can get an idea. Go ahead.
So after that, what happened was I ended up meeting this beautiful girl named Amani Seduction. And she gave me a shot.
Yeah, I saw the video.
She gave me a shot, man. She gave me an opportunity, and I knocked it out the park. I shot the scene with her, And I went out there and I kind of like, I just built my catalog from there. So Amani Seduction, she also is one of the women that ushered me into this industry that make me a star. And then after that, I just started networking, reaching out to other talent, letting them know that, you know, I would be interested in working with them. And then that's when I ran into Queen Rogue. I ended up shooting with Queen Rogue. You
Love a
know?
legend.
Yes. So I honestly, I've been working with legends probably fresh out the gate. Like I just was shooting legend, you know. So, and I think that me working with these people kind of created a disdain because they didn't really believe in my performance. They didn't feel that I could perform. You feel me? So I had to really get my career out the mud. When other guys had support and they was getting bookings, I was getting overlooked. So
understand is like if people, well, for the smokers that do know my history, I was the main man doing it down in North Carolina. And girls won't come to North Carolina. I had to convince them to come to North Carolina or bring them to North Carolina. So it's I tell people, us as men, we have a harder task of being in this business than women ever will.
100%.
Because our business is made off of the girls that we fuck. You know, period. That's what our brand is made off of. Hands down. I don't give a fuck. Ain't no male talent. The only reason why we know them motherfuckers because the girls that they fucking, we know them.
That's it. They don't care about us. It's the girl you shooting with. That's it.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, if you're able to work with top notch, then shit, by all means, more power to you, goddammit.
Yeah. Man, oh man. Shouts out to Lilith the Goddess. You know, shouts out to Mandy May. Shouts out to all the women that I collaborated with that gave me an opportunity when they didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women reached their arm out to me to help me, you know, and give me a chance when other people didn't want to give me a chance. They did not want. They still to this day they do not want me in this industry. They do not. I'm a serious threat to them, and what I try to do is I try to keep it calm because we all from the streets. But then when you see people dealing with you and taking your kindness for weakness, sometimes you gotta kind of let them know, like, yo, bro, I'm cool, bro, but don't play with me like that, because just because I'm being respectful, don't think that you could just say anything about me because I'm respectful.
No, it's like this. As a man, I respect a man. I don't know. I might it like this. I might be talking to a killer at the exotic. Cause look, some of them porn stars from LA, no, they was real gangster. Don't get it twisted.
That's my point.
They didn't.
That's my point.
I have words.
That's my point, and I try to tell them that I'm very cool with a lot of those dudes. A lot of those, and those dudes is the dudes like, yo, man, keep going. You doing your thing, bro. Despite what they say, but you doing your thing. It's like the fakest people in the industry are the ones telling other female talent not to work with me or to stay away from me. And the real ones is be like, yo, give him a shot, bro. He got a lot of scenes under his belt. He's actually doing pretty good for himself to not have any.
But see, that's one of the things that is also I ran into back in the day. Is that people gotta understand, and ladies don't know the difference. A personal opinion versus a business opinion. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's if the whole conversation is, I don't think you should work with him. I don't like him too tough. You know what I'm saying? He got a fucked up attitude. This. You know, that's personal. That means you had an issue. You know, period. Versus, nah, his camera work ain't that good. You know what I'm saying? He needs to step his game up, what have you. And I heard a few bad things about him or what have you, but I also heard some good things. It's more of it's a business oriented. Okay, then, in other words, I would send a girl to the devil if I know he gonna pay her right. You know what I'm saying? Period. Because at the end of the day, it's a business. If like I used to hate that shit when niggas had to be the first motherfucker that shot. I'm like, who cares? I don't care if I'm first, I'm last. As long as I get to shoot that ass, I'm good.
I never understood that, brother. I never understood that. It's like they badmouth you because you shot with somebody that they didn't shoot with yet. And I'm not built like that. I'm not built. I'm not designed. I'm from the gutter. I'm from the bottom. So whatever the Most High blessed me with is what He. I don't hate on the next man. I don't talk about the next man. And as men, as real men, we don't speak about other men to women. That's not something men do. Now, if the dude is out there doing crazy stuff and he's taking advantage of women and hurting women, then you give them a heads up. But if that man, ain't doing nothing harmful to these women, let that woman go and do what she got to do and take care of her business.
Because see, also this what ladies don't take into account, or people in general. There's two sides to the story. Because I've been on this side where people thought this, but then later found out, no, Bob was right about that person, or whatever the situation was. You know, period. It's like they will listen to that bullshit before they listen to the real shit. And then the one thing I used to hate, especially when they bring it to Twitter, now I got to sit here and expose the business because now I got to explain myself and defend myself because you can put the shit in the public eye. So now I got to put your ass on blast in the public eye. I mean, you ask
you, brother. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. And that's the thing about it. Like, I experienced that throughout my whole career. My whole career. I've just been hearing women calling my phone. Yo, what's this I'm hearing about you? I said, what? My dick don't stay hard? That's what they saying. Every guy in the industry is talking about my dick not staying hard. But when you really think about it, it's so funny to me. I know all their personal business as well. So when they're going around talking about me, not even knowing that I know about the time you failed during the scene as well. But I don't say nothing. I let you think that you got it.
But see, let's keep it 100. Can we keep 100 on Smoking Lounge? My ass had some scenes where I had to work my way through that shit. I had scenes where that motherfucker didn't want to work and it was just a BJ scene. You feel me? It happens to all of us. It does. You have a dick. Okay, then let's keep it 100. You might come in after a knockdown drag out with your goddamn girlfriend. She talking about walking out on your ass, taking the kids. Shut the fuck up. Ain't no way your dick gonna get hard because you sitting in the bathroom crying. You feel me?
Do you understand?
It happens.
Yo, Bob, let me explain something to you. My first 2 years, I was going through separation anxiety. I used to living with my daughter and my girl. We've been together, a unit. I had to deal with that. And I was in the adult industry. There's been times I'll be fucking, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? I would say that in my mind, what am I doing here? But as time go on, and I seen that my career was going up, and then I was starting to, certain things was jeopardizing, I started to love the industry more. The more I started loving the industry, the more I started knocking my scenes out. Because I didn't want to lose what I had.
But see, what it is also experience. See, because the more scenes you do, the more comfortable you become. You become. You know what I'm saying? Because my first scene was pretty good for a first time. You know, period. It was some struggles here and there. But by the time I got that 6, that 7, that 8, it's come second nature. Because it's a difference between fucking a broad off camera and I'm fucking her on camera. You know, period. It's a different piece, different animal. And your ass,
and that's been my situation. It was repetition for me. It took me a while, but I got it right. I got it right. And I started knocking scenes out strong. You know, and it's like, it's like I've had producers dox me. I've had porn producers dox me. I've had porn producers put my phone number on gay websites. I've had porn producers expose me on their Twitter pages with me trying to perform behind the scenes, trying to perform. I'm talking about years after I'm done, been in the industry. They'll take the old footage from 2019 and put it up like it's something that happened just now. I got 114 scenes, brother. There's no way you can't tell me I can't perform. See what I'm saying? Then it starts to, you start to look like a hater. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say no names because that's not what I'm gonna do. It's you just start to look like a hater after a while when you keep talking about the same person. Do you know how many people have came to me and said, yeah, when we was at Exotica, I was walking with you and somebody told me that, oh, you with that Scorpio God dude, you with him? Be careful with him. Be careful about, he's bad news. A few people came to me and told me that people addressed them and said, yo, be careful with the Scorpio God dude. When I never did nothing wrong to these people. See what I'm trying to say? So that's how you can
trust me. It like this. I ain't gonna say no names neither. Now I will discuss this story on the Premium Smoke Room. So you better get your $4.99 a month to hear this story. Because that's the only way I'm gonna give the name. But let's just say it was a male talent I was working with.
Yeah.
Origin, actually. It's nothing worse than when you have Dame Streets calling you, talking about, look, you need to tell dude to mind his goddamn mouth. Lex Moyer, you need to tell dude to mind his mouth.
For real.
I'm talking about the top producers and talents got to hit my Twitter, hit my phone like, yeah. He said, what? You feel me? So it's like, yeah, so it's trust and believe. People don't realize it sometimes, because I can sit here and say, like you say you were the most hated. I can sit here and say I was the most hated, for sure, back then. Yeah. And it wasn't my fault.
It isn't. It's not your fault, brother. You a human being, brother. You salutes to Love's Models. Love's Models, definitely, my man Jay Hollywood, he definitely advocated for me through tons of episodes. Salutes to Diamond Trio for holding me down and showing me love, and Excite Bunny. And basically, those two men had my corner all through my journey. All through my journey. They sitting there counseling me to help guide me through this shit because they know what I've been through. They know my story. You feel me? And there's certain people that come into this industry and you can't strong arm women in this industry. That's not what you're going to do. You're not going to do that. I try to school. I'm from New York. So there's a couple of talents from New York that think that they got their wave up. They think they really doing something. And they try to come in the game and strong arm the women. And I try to inform these dudes like, yo, bro, take your time, dude. Like, you don't got to be so aggressive with these women, bro. They'll take that. They got a Napoleon complex. You feel me? So they don't want to hear what you got to say. They like, oh, I'm that dude. Who you can't tell me what to do.
I'm gonna tell you what the dudes don't understand. This way it comes down to is that we can't make a mistake. It takes one. For females, I'm gonna keep it 100, and I might make some women mad. Y'all get away with bloody fucking murder in this business, straight up. Y'all gonna be bitching, assholes. Everything up under the sun.
They could take your deposit from you and then still blast you on the internet. If you address the situation, they'll still humiliate you. They'll tell other women not to work with you. You know, it's terrible, bro. It's terrible. And I love this industry.
Because I mean, I know you saw the chatter. It was all about male talents. And don't get it twisted. Some motherfuckers deserve what they get.
Yes,
it is what it is.
Yes, they do.
You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to it proves my point. Because, like, I posted a tweet. And a lady who I respect very much hit me up and said, as a woman, I don't think that'd be cool for you to post. As a businesswoman, I don't think that'd be cool for you to post. But along the line that it wasn't a good look from where I posted. when it comes to me dealing with women or what have you. I took account what she said, and I respect what she did, so I deleted it. But I said, you know something? That's a great talking point on a show I might do. And that's what guys don't understand. We can't slip. We can't be too thirsty. We can't be groupies. They can be groupies. They can suck dick by the pool. They're good. Dude eat some pussy by the pool, he gonna have an issue.
Let me tell you a little quick story, right? Let me tell you a quick
no
story.
Shade to anyone that was hold on. No shade to anyone that was sucking dick by the pool. I'm just speaking facts.
I believe you. And let me tell you a little experience I had recently. It was a woman from up top where I booked the scene with her. Everything went good. We spoke. We was gonna do the scene together. So I opened my mouth and I spoke to the ladies that I know because I got a little female cult following. So I spoke to my ladies in the little Twitter spaces and everything. One of the producers that has a real big disdain for me, he came in the Twitter space and he was listening to the conversation that I had with these ladies. And basically what I was doing was I was explaining to the ladies how the rumor, quote unquote, in the industry is that I don't keep my dick hard, right? So I broke it down to the women, explained to them what the deal was, right? And I said I wanted to work with the girl, and I seen the girl did a threesome scene with her homegirl with another dude. I want to work with the other girl as well. I want to do a threesome scene too. So I basically explained that and elaborated that to the women. Tell me why this producer recorded me and went back to the girl and played the tape for the girl for her to hear what I said.
That happened to me. That happened to me.
It made it look like I was a pervert.
He played the part of the conversation that he wanted to play to make it seem like, I got you.
He wanted.
But I'm gonna ask you this.
Let me tell you something. This guy's been on a tirade. He's been on a tirade about me since I first got in the industry. He actually caused so much collateral damage that people who wanted to book me stepped back from me. They ain't even want to touch me because he said this guy can't perform. But I'm like, yo, I had to talk to the bro. I'm like, yo, bro, you made me come all the way out to your city in the rain when I told you I didn't want to come out there that day. We could have set something up for another day, but you told me you had 2 girls. So I did you a solid and said, you know what? I'm going to go for this dude and I'm going to go see him. I'm new. I'm still new. I'm only 6 months in the industry. I'm only 6 months in. I went out there for him. My man tried to set me up with him. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go on your behalf. Since your man going to give me the opportunity, I'm going to go shoot this scene. I went out there. I still completed the scene. This guy got on the internet and started talking about Dipset and Pinky and, if Big Joe was there on set, Big Joe would have whipped my ass. And I'm like, yo, bro, be careful who you talking about, bro, because you don't know who I know. You understand? And I had to explain this to this nigga. I said, yo, bro, I used to run with Dips. I used to run with 730 Dips. I've been around Jim Jones. I've been around Joel Santana. Be careful talking about who gonna put their hands on me, bro, because we all know the same people, bro. And he made a tweet about that on Twitter. And I said, yo, bro, why would you say something like that? He copped the plea. He kept quiet. He ain't even answer me. He just kind of kept quiet. So I let that go. Then I'm hearing stories from other people coming to me. Yo, what's this shit I hear that you can't perform? You can't keep it. I'm like, yo, bro, who's telling you this? It's that same dude. Now he got other producers making fun of me. Got other producers making tweets about me. These people are supposed to be professional producers, but these people are talking about me. And they trying to shame me for going to the West Coast. See? Oh, he can't perform. The whole East Coast don't like him.
Yeah, let me ask you this. All this is like towards the beginning of your career. Am I correct? All this is going on at the beginning of your career, for the most part.
The very beginning.
Okay, I do what you're saying. So because what they were saying, it was preheating you from getting work here. And like I said, the point, once again, people, I want to give context to everything that he's saying. This is at the beginning of his career. Once again, we're learning on the fly. We're becoming comfortable in our skin, being in front of the camera. Sometimes it takes a bunch of shoots,
Thank you.
period.
Thank
Add to it. Hold on. Add to it. These was paid gigs, I take it, versus content. Am I correct?
Yeah, but guess what? I wasn't getting paid. I was supposed to get paid. The producer had me come all 4 hours out to his city, and he gave me $40.
Yeah.
He gave me 40 fucking dollars. He gave that girl $500-$600 and gave me $40 in a bus ticket. You feel me? So
See?
I was a spit in my face.
See how male times get treated.
You see what I'm saying? They dogged me out left and right now. At this point in my career, I'm in recovery mode right now. I'm constantly in recovery mode. So some people say, "Oh, Scorp, don't tell everybody what you've been through." I gotta tell them. That's my story. That's a part of my story, bro. I was getting dogged out by people that I didn't even know. People I never met a day in my life was having full-fledged conversations about me. And I shot with women that would never work with these people. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Certain girls I've worked with would never book with their company. But these guys is telling every girl that come around, be careful of that Scorpio God dude. He's bad news. Stay away from him. And the girls are going to listen. Why are the girls going to listen? Because those dudes are paying their bills. So they're going to take heed to what those men say and stay away from me. They don't have to know me. You understand? And that's that. It kind of crippled my career. So I said to myself, you know what? Let me focus on making my music again. Let me get back to my music because that's really what I'm here for. I'm here to work in the industry and to grow in the adult industry and launch my music career. That's the overall goal. And whoever come with me and whoever rock with me before I was who I was, they're going to be the people on the Summer Jam stage when it's time to get this going. I'm doing solids for people who reached out to me, regardless of fact. You know, I've been through a lot of turmoil. I actually developed PTSD being in this industry because I got the 50 Cent. I got the 50 Cent mind state. Everybody's an enemy. Everybody's an enemy until you prove me otherwise. Because that's all I've been getting, brother. For the
Because you want to be honest about it. I mean, think about it. And I tell anybody, it's still competition. It's in the minds of people and men, especially the men in this industry. Just speaking for the men, I know the women have to hear this shit. Yeah, it's competition to these dudes. But see, here's the crazy part: the competition is not the money; it's pussy.
That's it.
That's the funny part about it. Because
that's it.
Because yeah, because it's like, I mean, think about it. Because when you hear people use the term handcuff or what have you, it's like in this business, the girl that you're working, it like put it this way. Like I said before, it's a difference between I'm giving a honest business assessment opinion versus my personal fucking opinion. Meaning that I don't like you, I ain't gonna let her work with you. You know, period. If it's a good look and it would generate money, then it what's the problem? Because at the end of the day, I mean, unless it got to the point where like y'all put guns on each other on some shit, now I can understand that. But I mean, it should never be. I'm sorry, business should never be personal.
It should never be personal, but it becomes personal when the women may see something in you and they may give you an opportunity that they may not give them. You understand? So let's say they making this man pay $1,500-$1,600, but they shoot content exchange with me. That man's gonna feel a way about that. How you gonna go shoot content with this dude when I'm paying you? That's how. And then it puts the women. It puts. You know what it does, brother? You know what it does? It puts the women in a stalemate. It put them in a stalemate. Oh, if you're gonna go shoot with Scorpio God, I ain't booking you no more. These guys are paying these women's bills.
I done been through that. You know what I'm saying? I heard somebody, they said, because I'm working with you, I ain't gonna get booked. I said, okay. A month later, she's getting paid $600. Plane trip to Florida. Made the cover of Basic Bangles. Suck my dick.
Yeah, that's how I feel. 90% of the women I shot with are award winners or already shot for Bang Bros and Brazzers already. 90% of the women I've worked with have already featured on major platforms. See what I'm saying? So I could understand the envy, but I never came off like that. All of these dudes that's talking crazy about me, I know them.
Yeah.
I knew them. I was cool with them at one point. That's why when I be making little tweets, I be saying some real shit. It be the worst people in the adult industry trying to tell somebody to stay away from another person. You get what I'm kind of I call myself the super villain of porn because I feel that way. I feel that way. Every time I'm hanging with somebody in this industry, they always come to me. Yeah, so-and-so told me to stay away from you. Word? Yeah, they said you no good. But they don't even know you. I said, I know. They don't want to know me. I'm not trying to sound funny or nothing like that, but I'm a lyrical rapper. A lot of these guys in the industry, they rap, but it don't really hit. It ain't really hitting.
Do you really want to have this conversation?
Yeah.
Do you really want to because
Hell yeah.
from my background, okay.
I see you rock the motherfucking stage.
And yes, I'm about to jump off the ledge. It's only a few that's banging like that. As far as lyrically, rap wise, and because to me, I guess where I came from, me as a rapper, it's like you got to say something. And plus, no one wants to be unique. They want to sound the same.
You got your own sound. I watched you. Yeah. I watched your shit. When I seen you performing on stage, I was very flattered. When I seen that, I was flattered because I said the same thing you said. I said, wow, there's somebody else in the industry that rocked a major crowd before.
Yes.
I felt that. I felt that shit. I was like, look at him. Yeah. Look at him. And this is probably way before he got into porn. Same thing with me. I was signed to an independent label, but I left them and I started rolling with certain squads that was known. A lot of these dudes that's in this industry, I don't care how they feel about me because I'm in a league of my own. But a lot of these guys in this industry, they don't make quality music. I understand why you don't like me. I get it. You don't want the women to shoot with me. You're doing your best to assassinate my character so the women don't get to know me. Because once they get to know me, they'll be able to decipher who's the asshole and who's actually the good person here. Because once women get to know me, they start to realize, damn, you're not as bad as I thought. I heard so much fucked up shit about you. I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. And guess what? When you go in these Twitter spaces, and it be having 500-600 women in these Twitter spaces, my name never come up. My name don't come up one time. And when I look through that Twitter space, I could count on both of my hands probably how many girls I shot with that be in them Twitter spaces. They never mention my name because I don't do foul shit in this industry. It be the guys, it be the pretty boys, and it be the guys that get all the scenes with the girls that name always come up. They always do some slick shit, want to be aggressive with the women and make the women feel uncomfortable. And now these women got to go in Twitter spaces and embarrass you.
Yeah, because your Twitter spaces is very interesting. I swear they are. I said it on a few, especially the ones where they like try to tell people how, you know what I'm saying, to get into the business, to make money in the business. And it's okay. Some of these motherfuckers don't need to be on their Twitter space.
Thank you. Thank you.
Some of that shit is, they don't get it. They don't get it. Because the whole key to this is, it's about longevity. It's not a quick lick. People want to treat this as a quick lick. It's not.
It's not. It's not.
You know, and see, because I will think I will say about the guys who were rappers prior to this, seem like they have the most success in this. Just my observation.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were
and the
able to
reason why,
translate. But now go ahead.
The reason why is because we're socialites. We know how to move in a room full of vultures, like Jay say. We know how to we know how to conduct ourselves. You know, look at you. You have your shit on Spotify, waving. You know what I'm saying? I felt the way when I seen that post. I felt like y'all was ignoring me, and I'm like, yo, I shot with some big motherfuckers. These motherfuckers ain't paying me no mind. I said, all right, I'm about to spam his page with my shit because I'm tired. I'm looking at the names. I'm like, he's trash. He's a wannabe. I'm looking at all this. Now, King Noir, I'm cool with him. Peace and love to him. You know what I'm saying? He's official in my eyes. But them other dudes, I'm like, get them niggas out of here.
I'm smiling because, there's going to be some interesting episodes after this one drops.
Yeah. And ain't none of them got no bars for me. I checked out little homeboy. Homeboy did a little freestyle talking about, if he need me to pay to write the rhymes for him, you know, I could pay him to write my. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm a lyrical spitter, bro. I come from fire spitters, bro. I understand you a rapper, but bro, I'm a bar spitter, bro. I battle format. It's the difference. I really rap. I can rap off beat. I can rap on beat. You know, it's a difference. And I'm looking at these dudes. I'm like, yo, bro, you ain't been in the industry 2 years. You don't got no scenes under your belt to be running your mouth like that. Humble yourself, brother. But you can't talk to dudes from New York like that because they'll take that. See, let me tell you something. Most of the shit that I went through was with motherfuckers from New York. No other state. No, I don't got beef with niggas. No, all these motherfuckers is from New York. And I'm like, yo, what's wrong with you niggas? We're supposed to be camaraderie. Every state come together and they stand together. They like this. Why the fuck we can't stand together? Why I can't school you and tell you, yo, bro, this is how you do it if you're trying to get here. Oh, you feel that you deserve it over me? That's probably what it really is. You feel that how the fuck he get in that position? I'm supposed to be there. That's how they really feel.
It's competition to business. Because I mean, even back in my day, it was like that. You know, period. Because it was like it was the race to be the first to shoot her. You know, period. And two, also because we managed girls. Because we were the gateway. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was gonna be competitive. I mean, I wanted to collab with different producers and we trade female talent. Like, dude, you got her, send her my way. I got Shorty over here.
Yo,
hey, go holler at my man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But this is what
when I did that.
This is what the white people are doing. Successful white businessmen do not fight over these female talent or throw shade. No, they don't do that. Only us.
They share them.
Only
they share them.
I went to Miami. Bob, I went to Miami Beach for X-Biz, and I went to the beach. We was on the sand. And I was looking in the water, and there was about 5 or 6 white boys jumping up in the water together. Just jumping in, and they was splashing water on each other. And I told my man, I said, bro, when we can do what they do, that's when we'll have it figured out. Until then, we're going to struggle. Because those motherfuckers right there, they got it figured out. We can't figure it out. You know why? Because us black people, we so worried about who fucking on who instead of getting money and getting rich. Them white boys is getting rich and they laughing at us.
Yeah,
and we're being destroyed.
Because it's like, if you look at it, not in America, some of the same girls on Not in America, from Brad, on reality kings. You'll hear them say, nah, you can't go over there. No, because they understand the more places, even if she's a contract girl, they only contract to each other. You know,
Thank
period. Because the whole
Thank
point of the matter is that if she gets high, it's about my sight. So the more places she's seen,
it blow my shit up.
Use what they got, take what they want. Black people, we never understood that.
No, because we have a jealousy factor. We have in the Bible, it's called the curse of Cain. Destroy your brother. Destroy your brother. That's the curse of Cain in the Bible. We will never be able to overcome because Black men are so worried about who's fucking on who and who fuck who first, instead of working with everybody as a melting pot and building the wealth amongst each other. You understand? See, I can't express these things to them because they'll look at me and they'll just disregard what I'm saying. They'll disregard what I'm saying and go pull the next chick that they like and continue on with the bullshit. I don't live my life like that. I come from righteousness. I don't talk about other Black men behind their back. That's what they do. We don't speak about Black men behind their back. We wait till that man is in front of us and we address that situation accordingly. They don't function that way because they bitch made. Sometimes I ask these men, yo, who raised you, bro? Who was your mentor in your life? Who raised you up to be an adult? Because you don't function properly, bro. You don't. And this is how they are. So when I see these guys talking about, oh, I rap, I do this, I do that, I'm like, cool, that's cool. But I don't tell y'all that I rap. I keep that to myself. I don't even tell these dudes I rap like that. Now they know I rap because I've been making diss tracks on people because I'm sick and tired of hearing people talk about me. I'm tired. It's been years. Stop talking about what happened when I was 6 months in the industry and talk about my performance now. I bet you won't address my performance now, though, because you can't say nothing. 9 times out of 10, the girl I shot with is on a higher level than you. So you're not going to talk about my success now. You're going to talk about when I first came around. That's what you're going to do. See what I'm saying? And you're going to throw me under the bus to women who don't know no better. Women who don't know no better going to turn against me. Because they don't know the story. They just know that this Scorpio God is dissing this dude. He's talking crazy about this guy. But why? There's a reason for why people speak about other people. There's something there. There's an underlying issue. But here's the thing. A lot of these people in this industry, they don't have critical thinking skills. They don't, brother. So that's why I say, you know what? I'm going to work with the girls who want to work with me. And yes, I'm going to go to the West Coast because it is true. The East, I love the East Coast. I'm from the East Coast. I'm always repping the East Coast. But the East Coast has the worst reputation in the adult industry. On the West Coast, they don't respect us on the East. They don't respect us. And I'm the only one.
And the funny part is that actually is the truth. Trust me, it's true. It is from shit from my day. Yeah. Because it was the point, like if a girl even said, well, I shot with, let's say Busty, depending upon the company, they'd be like, who? And why should I care? You know what I'm saying? But you know, Busty Baby Doll was legendary. That was the shit. He put a lot of broads on the map.
That was the shit back then. That was the wave. And I got my first start back in 2008 with a clickforyoutolick.com. That was
good night. What is her name? I can't think of her name.
Fantasy Boo.
Boom. That's it. Fantasy I used to see girls to her too. Oh my God. And look. I got another show I got to do. So, but you gonna have to come back, man. So I am gonna ask you. We already know the answer. We got another smoke buddy, ladies and gentlemen. All right,
root up.
No doubt. So, yo, I want you to sit back and, like I said, people, dang, I enjoy the conversation so much. I'm getting tongue tied. And like this, people, y'all know what it is. Also, don't forget, subscribe to the Premium Smoke Room. You know what it is. $4.99 a month. We talking about 5 premium podcasts for you to enjoy. And you know what happens in the Premium Smoke Room? It gets more provocative. It gets more wild. It gets more crazy. Tips might come out. Tail don't might pop out. You don't know unless you subscribe. So before my man go, he need to tell everybody where they can spend that money on him and where they can hear his music.
Oh yeah, you can find me on SoundCloud. I will be back on Apple Music and Spotify in a few days. I'm going to be uploading some original tracks. You can find me at Marcia Largo on SoundCloud. You can find me at Marcia Largo on YouTube. And you can also go to at BBC Bull Unit on Twitter. That's where you'll find me at, baby. Oh, yeah. It's on.
No doubt. So people, you know how we end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience? If you haven't learned anything, smoke this over. Scorpio God, tell me everybody, tell the smokers goodbye, brother.
Salute, y'all. Peace, Lord.
Yeah.